All right, guys, welcome back for episode 5 of the XG podcast.
I was gonna ask you, do you think we should change the name since we're talking about different sports now?
uh,
We'll see. We'll
we'll
see.
see. It's still the beginning. If we really wanted to, we could change. But I feel like we mostly talk about is soccer/football, and everything else is kind of a side. So they're just getting our opinions on other
Yeah.
sports, really. Because I wouldn't really claim to know everything about basketball, football.
Mm-hmm.
We're just Chicago fans, and that's what we talk about, and then we could just give our
Yeah.
opinions on everything else.
We sulk a lot.
Yeah.
We sulk a lot.
Well, hopefully not anymore.
Yeah, Caleb Williams. Well, if you guys don't know, I don't know. Well, we'll talk about football real quick, to be honest, 'cause I forgot the draft happened this Thursday, the NFL draft.
Yeah.
Bears got Caleb Williams, Roma Dunze, one of the best punter of fucking college football,
Yeah.
and a lot of great defensive pieces alongside that. So.
Well, we got, I think, it was a defensive end,
Mm-hmm.
and then an offensive tackle from you.
Yes. And apparently they were SEALs, so.
Yeah, so.
Because one of them, I forgot which, I think it was the defensive end, that he's getting comparisons to Max Crosby. He only played one start and the Senior Bowl this season, but apparently people like overlooked him just because of that. He had like an injury, but bro, fucking people were, who did he draft? Michael Penix?
Bro, the Atlanta
Like,
Hawks, you guys
injuries are no issue with for drafting that dude, but people are drafting Penix over that guy.
Dude, I don't understand. The Atlanta Hawks, you are on something. You're smoking some shit because how are you going to draft Michael Penix at 8 overall while you just signed uh, Cousins for so much fucking money?
100 million guaranteed. And he's 24, and Penix is probably gonna. They said 4 to 5 years, so he'll be 29. It makes no sense.
Nah, and by that time, you probably gonna have to give him another contract too.
That's what I asked you too, cause like, why would they draft them? Why would they sign Kirk Cousins to that much if they have to know going into the draft that they're gonna sign a QB, even beforehand, before they even sign Cousins. Why would they give him that much? There was people like Justin Fields, who is a Atlanta native, could have easily gone to.
I'm telling you, I have no idea. Everyone that I've seen, all the news articles, every sports analyst, every football analyst I've seen, they don't understand the pick.
It's a fucking Orsmo or some shit like that. That guy's like, I slept on him. It's a good pick. I was like, it's weekend.
No, because it generally doesn't make sense. Because they're supposed to be a playoff contention team, and their defense is like their biggest weakness right now, and they really need help. Like the defensive line is just one guy, and that's it.
Yeah.
And they should have really gotten someone else to help them. Instead, they drafted a QB that's not going to see the field for 4 to 5 years.
Yeah, to keep in mind, like I'm a big Penix guy, and I just talk shit about his injury history. He stayed healthy all this college season, but he's not a bad player. We're not talking shit about him. We're talking about shit about the pick because it's not what they needed at all.
It doesn't. It literally did not make sense at all.
No, it's like if the fucking Bears drafted what would they fucking draft?
Another running back.
Yeah, if they drafted another running back, or fucking the 49ers drafted another running back as well.
Yeah, it makes zero sense. There's no reason for it. It was just a bad pick.
Yeah,
and I feel bad for him because it's such a shitty situation to go into because he could have been a really good player, but I feel like he's just going to become a bust now because of where he went and how long he's waited. Because now when he gets to the field, he's going to be rusty because you're not playing football games at all.
Keep in mind, you are practicing, you are throwing in practice, but it's not the same kind of rust.
No, it's like it's a competitive rust.
Yeah.
Because you're not playing any games that mean anything. And so when he sees the field, he's going to be rusty, and everyone's going to be expecting him to be like a Pro Bowler or whatever immediately, and that's going to be hard.
But we never know. It's the same thing. Like, I don't know why you pay Kirk Cousins coming off an Achilles injury that much money, and when he's, 36 already?
Yeah.
It makes no sense. And then to draft the quarterback. So it makes sense to draft the quarterback because you're scared of Cousins to get injured. But then again, why are you paying Cousins that much? You could have got on a free agency and paid a defensive. Like, you could have gotten Chase Young or anyone.
It doesn't make sense because if they were going to go for a QB, then they shouldn't have gone for Kirk Cousins and giving him so much because they could have picked any other stopgaps. Like, who was it, Sam Darnold or Zach Wilson they could have traded for because the Broncos gave up nothing for him.
Or even fucking Minshew, dude. Who's he in the Raiders, right?
Raiders. or even Fields, like you said, they
Yeah.
could have just gone for anyone and given Penix time or
Because yeah, even the Falcons had a bunch of picks. They could have even given him like a fourth round for him, because the Bears got nothing for him.
yeah, such a bad pick.
Such a bad pick.
But
But overall, I'm happy for the Chicago Bears. They make great selections.
yeah, hopefully,
You're not a fan of Odunze.
I'm not a fan of Odunze, but listen, I'm a Bears fan, so I hope he proves me wrong and makes me look like shit.
But he could develop. That's the thing I've always told you, that he could develop. He doesn't have to come out and be the number one guy.
well, yeah,
Like the pressure's off him completely.
yeah. Well, depending on, he might be the number 2 guy
True.
because Keenan Allen,
Has
I think,
shoestring for a fucking hamstring.
yeah, and he essentially has a 1-year deal.
Yeah. But no, even then, like, he gets to learn from vets. I think it's probably the best situation for him. And on top of that, he's a fucking Chicago guy. I think he doesn't want to admit it, but he's a Bears fan. He's from Vegas. People, I think I saw it in the Pivot podcast that he was on. People were, the hosts were trying to say like, "Oh, how would it feel to play as a Raider in your hometown and for your home team?" But I was thinking, I'm like, didn't the Raiders just move there?
Yeah, true.
Makes no sense. But yeah, his favorite player was Devin Hester.
Doesn't play like him though.
Oh yeah, it's a different dude. Like Hester was smaller, but he is a return guy too.
I don't think he's a return guy.
He's a returner.
I don't think so.
Well, who knows? I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere. I don't know if he fucking returned very slowly or some shit, but I wouldn't doubt it if he tries to return something for the Bears.
Well, I know this.
Rules.
They just passed a new rule, so I know returns can be different this season.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see how that goes, because I don't know if it's gonna be the same or different. Because I think they adopted it from the UFL or
XFL or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited for the season. I'm glad we didn't get Drake May.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, Drake May, I don't think he works out. Patriots,
yeah, it's a shitty situation. It's like the Bryce Young situation for the Patriots.
yeah.
The one I think was a shit pick, other than the Atlanta one, was JJ McCarthy. So bad.
I don't know, because
Jay Jetta's gonna ask for a trade. Watch.
Well, because I don't think so, because I don't think he's starting right away. They have Sam Darnold. I think they said their Sam Darnold's gonna be starting, and he's gonna sit back and allow him to learn. And then he does have Jordan Addison, Jay Jetta, and Hawkinson as weapons. So,
but we did see McCarthy in the combine, and he was throwing a couple of inaccurate throws. So, but it's interesting. I just didn't like the pick in general.
No, the bad pick was Bo Nix by the Broncos.
You saw Sean Payton saying like, "Oh, we finessed everyone, dude."
Dude.
I made it seem like we're gonna get JJ McCarthy, but we weren't. We were never even eyeing him.
Bo Nix, listen, good guy.
Same age as Justin Fields.
Yeah, he's older. He's a 6-year senior? I don't know. Crazy now. They're 9-year seniors. Get out of here, dude.
Yeah, we don't really trust those guys, but it is what it is, I guess. Yeah.
Broncos 4 QBs.
Yeah, it must be bad to be a Broncos fan right now. But let's switch it up back to our expertise in soccer.
Yeah, regularly scheduled program.
We literally went over the itinerary, and I forgot what's the first thing we're going to talk about.
Well, last episode, you had me answer about my teams of the league. So last time I said I would talk about the Bundesliga and Serie A.
Yeah, you got your Bundesliga picks.
Yeah. So, Bundesliga.
Oh, whichever one you have first.
Oh, Serie A. Well, I feel like it's easy for goalie Jan Sommer for me. I feel like there's a lot of inner players because they've really dominated this past season.
Good pick.
And then for right back, I was switching between Di Lorenzo and Posch from Bologna, because Bologna, I feel like he's been really solid at the back for them, because he does play right back and center back.
Yeah.
But Di Lorenzo's, I feel like Napoli have. Last week we were talking about how PSG and in the future, or like I'll talk about in the future as well, Leverkusen, how they both have like the both best potential side backs in the world. Feel like Napoli do also have a shout in there with Di Lorenzo and what's his name again? Di Marco. So I went with those two, and then center back I got Bremer and Uh, what's Bastoni?
Bremer and Bastoni. You didn't go to Ranier?
No.
You know who Ranier is?
Renier?
The Bologna center back, the Italian.
Is that the young one, the 20-year-old?
Is he 20? Is it Ranieri? Is he in Bologna?
I,
No, but I think Ranieri's with Fiorentina.
Fiorentina. Oh, I think I'm thinking about the Atalanta one because that's the other shot I was thinking of, the 20-year-old Italian kid. Because he does look good. I just went for more seasoned.
Okay, I see it. It works. I think Ranieri, is it Ranieri who I'm thinking of? He's in Atalanta. Yeah, Ranieri's been. I think it's a huge shout. He's like, I think like you said, he's 25.
25.
But he's been their best player.
Yeah.
So, as at center back and defensively, but yeah, he's been so many high ratings. What the fuck is that guy wearing?
NBA, they got no fashion.
Yeah. That threw me off. But yeah, it's a good shot. So
yeah,
there's a lot of defensive players coming out from Serie A right now.
Yeah,
so keep a lookout.
And then midfield, I went with.
Wait, who's your left back?
I said it, Di Marco from Napoli.
I think he's probably one of the best left backs
in the world. Yeah. I felt like their side backs are like really good.
Yeah, that's hard to beat them.
And then I went with for midfielders.
This one's a tough one.
I didn't really go for many CDMs because I felt like I wanted to go more offensive.
Yeah.
For Serie A. So I went with Coop Miners.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went with Hakan and Barella.
You can't beat them. Yeah, like you said, it's going to be a lot of Inter Milan heavy, but that's just the season they've had so far.
Yeah, it's just... Yeah, and then Coop Myers has 11 goals and I think 8 assists or 2 assists. It was... He's just having a really good season for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then for strikers, I went with Bologna's too.
Yep.
Sekir and Orsolini. I just felt like I want to give them an outside shout because they wouldn't really get any.
Wait, the Bologna one?
Serki, he's a striker, Dutch, 20, 21. I think he has like 12 and 4. He has 11 goals, 4 assists.
Okay.
Joshua Serki, or Serksi.
Is he a winger or more of a striker?
Striker, 6'4".
Okay.
And then Ricardo Orsolini.
Joshua Serki, right?
Yeah.
And who else did you go with?
Ricardo Orsolini.
Okay.
I went with, because I didn't want to go with the obvious ones because I felt like it was getting too repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to give some outside shots. Ricardo Orsolini, he's 27. He's got 10 goals, 2 assists.
Okay. No Duvan Zapata, dude? No Olivier Giroud?
Never.
Bruh. He has 13 goals and he has 8 assists, bro. 21 goal involvements.
And then I felt like I had to give it to Martinez.
I was about to say, not the top goal scorer, dude, in Serie A?
Yeah, I had to go with Martinez. I'm kidding. But also, if not, I would have probably gone, besides the other two, I would have probably gone, what's it? Carveskelia from Napoli.
The winger, yeah.
And then probably, what was the other? I didn't go with, I went with Dybala. Yeah. I was thinking about Dybala or Pulisic.
Dybala had a strong end of the season, and Pulisic had a really good season, to be honest, with Milan. I was talking shit about his move to Milan, that he wasn't going to do shit, but no, he's been incredible for them so far.
Yeah.
They didn't win the title, but, like, no, it's not, in general, it was, like, a really good season for him.
And then I went with Carveskelia because I feel like he was a...
Over Leao?
Leao, I feel like he disappointed me this season, even though it was a good season by, like, all standards. I expected him to make a bigger jump.
Yeah.
I expected him to really put the team on his back, and I felt like...
Yeah, it wasn't like his MVP performance from last season. Last season, he won...
Well, that was 2 seasons ago.
No? Oh, 2 seasons ago. Yeah, he won Best Player of the Serie A, and that... We have yet to see that consistency again from him.
Yeah, and then...
He's got to finish more.
I feel like he, like we said before, he's just got to start finishing the chances instead of giving them off, because at this point, he knows what he's got on his team.
Yeah.
He's got to be able to do it now. And Carveskelia, I feel like it was a good development season because last year he really explored onto the scene, and then this year teams honed on him more, and with the whole Osimhen drama,
like he had to deal with a lot this season.
Yeah, so I feel like he was a really good constant.
It was a good shot though, like 10 goals, 6 assists, provides 1.8 key passes per game, big chances created. He's created 11, and he just takes a lot of people on, even though He's not the fastest player on the field, but technically, Jesus Christ, his probably the closest comparison to him is what Jack Grealish was in Aston Villa. Not current Jack Grealish, where he just taps the ball.
Yeah.
But I think they have very similar skill sets in the way they're not super fast, but super technical.
But I feel like Kvaratskhelia sets himself off, or is different because of he does have a shot.
Yeah.
He just needs to learn how to use it better.
No, I think Grealish does have a shot, but like he's not he's limited at City than what he was in Aston Villa. I feel like he needs to have that roaming ability and go wherever he wants in.
Well, he might be leaving.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
They're saying he might go back to Aston.
And for real, you think he'll go back? Not a bigger.
Well, they're in the top 4.
True. They gotta maintain it too, and they have a chance too, cause fucking Tottenham lost against Arsenal. Sadly, I had Tottenham. I had money on Tottenham, and they were dominant the first half.
That's why I saw it was Tottenham was dominant in the first half, and yet they were down 3-0, and then they were like bad in the second half, and they scored 2 goals.
In the second half, it was like 10-15 minutes of Arsenal putting a lot of pressure. And then the Arsenal thing happens where they just disappear for the whole second half. But they should have got more. But I would say they got robbed from a penalty.
Yeah,
it was a trip. Obviously, it wasn't intentional, but it's like the same one from the World Cup. It's a penalty nonetheless.
Yeah. What about the goal disallowed? You think that was also?
Oh yeah, that was also a really bad call because it was already 2 rebounds. First of all, it was a clearance from Tomiyasu that bounced off and deflected off of Saliba and landed on the lap of Van de Beek.
Mm-hmm.
What is Van de Beek?
Van der Ven.
Van der Ven. There you go. It landed on his lap and he scored it, but they disallowed it because it was offside. I'm like, no, that's like so many things already happened before that. That's not offside.
Yeah, I feel like this game was more of the Premier League allowing Arsenal to still be in the competition to keep eyes on it because
you heard that?
Because Liverpool has been choking it, and then I think they still need Arsenal to keep people interested because I feel like if they fall out, then no one's gonna really start paying attention anymore.
Yeah, like their ratings go down even more. What is it? What was it? Match day 35. There's a couple more games left to go. So yeah, they're probably gonna try to keep it spicy, but still fucked up. So call it out, Jesse. Let the Arsenal fans know.
Arsenal. Listen, I'm okay that you guys are all happy now, thinking you guys got 2 big wins. Listen, it doesn't matter. You know what's the greatest tragedy? Hope. Because right now you have hope in your hearts that you're gonna win this league, and then on the last day when you guys are losing and crying, I'm gonna be happy. Just feed it. Feed your hope. Bigger. No, you guys are gonna be up here, and then you're just gonna fall all the way down there, and I'm gonna laugh.
Jesus Christ. But I saw a rumor after the Arsenal and Tottenham game. Is that Dave Portnoy behind the TV? Yeah. I saw a rumor saying that Tottenham is already conceding to Man City just so Arsenal doesn't get the win.
Yeah.
Somehow win the Premier League, but they said they concede the win. I doubt that's true, but
it'd be hilarious. Though.
Yeah. What if that's in the position? Like, I think they're bound to face each other again. But what if that's the situation? Man City needs to win against Tottenham, and if Tottenham wins, Arsenal wins the title. But if Tottenham loses, Man City wins the title. What do you do as a Tottenham player? Like, you gotta maintain the integrity of the game, right? And just like keep playing.
I think so. I think they'll probably play, but I feel like I think they hate Arsenal more, so they might, I think Spurs fans might hope for a Man City win.
Yeah, I was gonna say they face each other on the 14th, and that's what I was thinking. Like, what do you even do? Like, do you really hand over the title to Arsenal by beating Man City?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I wouldn't.
But then again, I'm gonna watch that game to see how our Tottenham players play.
Yeah.
And see if they actually try their ass off.
Well, also depending on how Big Ange fucking sets them up.
Exactly, dude. Like, it's just an interesting situation for me. I'm gonna ask my manager about it. He's a huge Tottenham fan, and I'm gonna ask him. He hates Arsenal. I'm gonna get his opinion.
No one should like Arsenal. The worst football club in the world.
I did like them, dude. I supported them for a minute, but Jesus Christ, yeah, they started turning up and saying they're the best club in the world, this and that. Like,
the fans ruined it. Everyone ruins it. Mikel Arteta, he looks annoying too.
Did you see this is like the Amazon Prime documentary for Arsenal? All or Nothing?
Well, I saw the every other one except that one.
Watch it, dude. It's pretty funny.
I've seen the clips of his pregame talk.
Yeah.
That's fucking waffle. It's so bad. Honestly, I would shut off if I was listening to that pregame. It would not motivate me. It's useless.
All right. Let's go with your Bundesliga team of the season.
Bundesliga?
Bundesliga 11 for our hypothetical All-Star League game.
So for goalie, I went back and forth between Nubel from Stuttgart and then the Kobo from Dortmund because I feel like they both had solid seasons.
Okay.
And then wingbacks, I feel like it's pretty obvious. I went with Frimpong and Grimaldo because they're
the best in the league.
Yeah, or arguably the world.
Yep.
Because they both have insane assist and goals ratio as well.
Big facts. Just center backs.
I went with Weiderman Anton from Stuttgart because Stuttgart had a surprisingly really good season as well.
Okay.
And then I went with Jonathan Tah.
Yep.
And
I was gonna say Jonathan Tah, since I forgot which FIFA I was playing. I think I started a Leverkusen football manager, and he was there and he had great potential, and I was thinking too, this man never fulfilled it, but this is finally the season where he's starting to show it. He's always showed glimpses of it, but never consistency, and Xabi Alonso brought his consistency.
Yeah, I feel like it's every year there's always young players. If you look at it now, there's just young players that never fulfilled the potential that they were shown or seen, and I feel like it's so circumstantial because some just push through it. And that's just crazy amount of talent, just players that would shine everywhere, like Messi, Ronaldo. They don't need the coaching or anything.
Yeah.
But the coaching does help.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
Yeah. But I feel like for young players, it's so vital to get into the right scenario, the right team, and the right coach.
Yeah, it's always right fit. Because look, the biggest example I always make is Joao Felix. From Benfica, had the world to choose of whichever club he wanted to, because he pretty much dictated his transfer.
And he went to Atletico and he just stagnated.
Yeah, he picked probably the worst position for him just because it's a super defensive team.
Yeah, and and basically he just got given the keys for the offense, and it was like, all right, do everything, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
And just do it. But that he didn't need that. He needed guidance for the offense, and he never got it.
So it was just a bad situation, but that's an example I do give of players not panning out because of the team they've decided to go to.
Yeah, and then sometimes we just see the team, they were in a bad situation, they go to a good situation, and then they just immediately explode.
Yeah.
Afterwards, yeah, it's hard.
But your midfield.
I went with Julian Brand for Dortmund because I feel like he's been their best player this entire season.
Mm-hmm. But you play him as a center mid or an attacking middle?
Attacking middle.
Okay.
And then I have Palacios.
Great job.
CM, and then I want to go with Florian Wirtz. It was between Musiala and him, but I feel like Wirtz just this season.
No, yeah, Wirtz had a better season between him and Musiala.
Yeah.
Musiala's still world class, but another situation where the coach it's not helping him out.
Yeah. And then
attackers.
My attackers, I have Sane, Xavi Simons, and then I went with Undaf.
No Harry Kane? Top goal scorer?
Get out of here with Harry Kane. That
the disrespect, dude. He's winning the Golden Boot right now.
That penalty merchant.
Jesus.
No. I feel like I wanted to give some outside shots. I feel like Harry Kane was an obvious choice, but I also feel like a lot of the goals he scored wasn't some were penalties, others were tap-ins. I feel like he really didn't explode this season how everyone expected him to. Everyone's like, oh, he's going to Bayern Munich, he's going to a big club, big situation. Bayern Munich is the worst period of their time, recent times.
But he has 35 goals, bro. You can't knock that. You can't overlook that. But I would say, in the big moments, so far in Bundesliga, not specifically Champions League, in Bundesliga this season, he hasn't really shown out when it comes to the big games.
Yeah. I don't know. Whenever I see Harry Kane, he doesn't do it for me. He gets those numbers, but he reminds me of Westbrook.
Who was your was Xavi Simons
and Sane,
and who was your last one?
Undaf, Stuttgart.
Not Gurasi.
Gurasi, I thought about him because he had I think 12 goals in the first half, But then for the past, I think, like 14 games, he only has like 5 goals.
Okay.
So he's really slowed down the second half, and I feel like Undav's picked it up for Stuttgart because they both play for them.
Okay.
So I feel like I'd rather have him because of the consistency. Because I feel like Sane and Xavi Simons could provide goals and assists.
Yeah.
So I don't really need a target man that much.
What about Openda, dude? You just went over him?
Who?
Openda?
It's from Leipzig, Openda.
Yeah. Could have knocked out Real Madrid, bro, if he was on target.
Yeah, I feel like I took him off because of that game. But he has had a good season. I don't know. I prefer Undav. The one I really thought about was John Nicholas Beste. He's a left winger from Heidenheim.
Yeah.
He's had a really good season, and I feel like it's been a couple seasons coming because he's shown glimpses of it. Because I think for the 2 seasons ago he was loaned out to Bundesliga 2.
Yeah.
And he's just finally hit his stride from the potential that he's shown. And this year he's been underrated. Really good. I think 10 goals, 2 assists.
Okay. Big shout. Either way, La Liga's winning.
Yeah, that was obvious.
La Liga's winning. But sticking with Bundesliga, Neverlusen has yet to fucking lose, bro. I don't know how they're going to, like, they're always going down in the scorecard. And somehow they're like, nah, we're not going to lose the fucking streak and just start try-harding the last fucking 45 minutes.
The last 45 minutes. They just...
Specifically the 90, dude. They've scored so many goals in the last minute of the games and, like, in the extra time to give. I don't know how the fuck they're doing it.
You know, I put it like this. They're the opposite of Arsenal. They don't bottle it.
Oh, my God.
They have the mentality of never giving up.
They do. Because
if you look at it this entire season, you've seen them come back from being behind or just at a tie, and then just looking from unfavorable situation, and then at the end they just always manage to do it, and you're just like, how?
Yeah, it's adversity. They go through it, and you can see it right away when they're down too. Like, you can see the urgency. That's one thing I am jealous of like the Bayer Leverkusen team. Like, today's the prime example. Barcelona, they're winning 1-0. Then they go down 2-1, and then what's it called? Valencia's goalkeeper gets a red card. Yeah, they get a red card, and the second half, it's pretty much Barcelona's to take over and win. They ended up winning the game 4-2, but there was, like, no urgency throughout the whole game, bro, and it was pissing me the fuck off. But if you look at the Leverkusen game, they're down 2-0, facing a full 11 squad. No one's taken out, and you see the urgency. You see them making runs. You see them transporting the ball, not afraid to make a through ball, taking people on. It's admirable, you know?
I feel like that comes down from, I don't want to keep on saying it's Xabi Alonso, but I feel like it comes from, like, him and, like, the general management, because they pick, like, the players. Because I feel like Xhaka, even though he came from Arsenal, I feel like he was, like, one of the few players that had that mentality of, like, never giving up, always attacking the ball. And, like, when he brought him over to Leverkusen, like, all the other players he brought in, they have, like, a similar mentality of, like, always being urgent, always fighting for the ball, never giving up. The full 90 minutes, they're always running for it. They're always going for it, thinking we could still win this.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, people were saying, like, asking for Xhaka to leave. I thought he had a great season last season, but if anything, if it's, what was it? One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Well, I feel like Arsenal fans didn't appreciate the nitty gritty. That he brought to that midfield, because if you look at it, they're missing it so much now in their midfielder, and now they're gonna try to replace it this summer. When last summer they were like, oh, well, we got Declan Rice, he's a major improvement, 100 million man, Englishman, whatever. Yeah. And look at second half of the season, he hasn't been playing good at all.
Yeah, he's kind of turned off.
Yeah, and everyone was talking about, he's a proven winner, trophy winner. European winner.
But enough about Arsenal. We're gonna rename this podcast to the Arsenal Hate Podcast. To be honest, you wouldn't mind it, but
listen, they're a shitty club.
What was
all the smoke?
What was the next thing in the itinerary, dude? What if fucking KSI wants to work with us?
Fuck KSI. He's not even a real Arsenal fan. He's a plastic fan.
Why?
Tell me, how many players do you think he actually knows from the Arsenal team? Do you really think he knows football like that?
he goes to a lot of the games, dude.
Just because he goes to a box. Oh. Yeah,
KSI being a plastic fan.
Yeah, you really think he knows that much about football? No, he goes to the games and all that, but he doesn't really understand what's happening. I doubt he knows that much. With everything going on in his life, it probably doesn't. And I feel like he'll probably vouch for that too.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. I'm just saying. But what's the next thing on the agenda?
Oh, quick! I just remembered. Did you see today? It was announced that Ryan Reynolds and the guy from what's his name?
Always Sunny.
Yeah, they just bought a minority stake in Necaxa.
You can't forget about Eva Longoria. Is it Longoria?
Was it?
Hold up, I sent it to my girlfriend. But yeah, they bought Liga MX team.
Well, they bought minority stake.
Yeah, Evan Longoria, which is Ryan Reynolds' fucking wife.
No, that's Blake Lively.
Is it Blake Lively?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is who's?
She was married to Tony Parker. Then he.
Oh, right. I was thinking of someone else.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, they bought a Liga MX team, which is pretty interesting.
Well, they didn't buy. They bought a minority stake.
But still, you think they're gonna try to do a money move? Because there was a lot of people interested in Necaxa. Yeah, I don't know if you knew, but Ozil, he wanted to buy Necaxa.
Yeah, but I feel like the problem with that is because the majority owner is still the same people that own America.
Yeah, Televisa.
Yeah, so I think if they get the majority control and have control over the club, I think it would be better. But a minority stake, I feel like it's not the decision makers.
True, and it's if getting into ownership in Liga MX clubs is something
so hard.
It's hard, and it's a completely different thing than to like
anything else because it's just a boys club.
Yeah, it's like complete like Rob and Ryan. Is it Ryan Reynolds that own Wrexham?
Yeah.
They're used to that, like having
complete control. Yeah.
Like it's completely normal, like how a football club should be ran. But Liga MX is completely different, bro. I think they're gonna be in it. They're gonna find like, what? How would you say it? They're gonna have
difficulties.
A lot of difficulties with owning this club because there's certain things like Necaxa is owned by Club America, the biggest club in the world. So they're gonna have certain priorities in transfers.
Yeah.
Like if Necaxa develops a good player, usually America gets it. So it's gonna be an interesting thing to watch, and I hope they're vocal about it on like Twitter or anywhere on other platforms because I do want to see changes in Liga MX when it comes to that.
Yeah, because it's very hard because like it's a rotation of the same coaches over and over again, same rotation of certain players that they just rotate between the clubs, and it's just the same players on different teams each season basically.
Yeah, and it's weird because like even the clubs themselves like said you have a really good fucking player, and I have a really good player. For some reason, we fucking swap. No reason at all. We swap. Like the transfer makes no sense at all. Like no one benefited out of anything. We literally got the exact same player. They constantly swap players. It's weird. And then they even have this it's called Pacto de Caballeros. It's pretty much a gentleman's agreement.
Basically, they shun players out for no reason.
Like say Jesse doesn't his contract right now. He doesn't want to resign for my club. I pretty much told all the other club owners, hey, this guy doesn't want to resign with me, so I won't buy him.
Yeah, and basically you're shunned out of the league, and
you get blacklisted,
and it's very hard to get out of.
So that's one thing I do wish. I'm surprised people doesn't get involved because it's like a major fucking thing. Like this is something that used to happen in the old European days.
Yeah,
but like it's completely different now. But to be shunned out is kind of insane. But. Hey, good luck to those guys. I do want to see something move forward if they do make a run because Necaxa used to have a
good team.
They had a great era in the 90s.
Early 2000s as well.
Yeah. So I hope they do turn something out of nothing. Because right now it's like just pretty much how would you say, like they develop players and they sell them. All they're in for the money. My dad's a fan and he's pissed off about it.
Yeah.
It's like we develop one player and then we fucking sell them off the next season for no reason.
Yeah, it's like how would you say it? Sort of like Brighton?
Yeah.
Sort of like Brighton, just selling players now.
Yeah, they're all about the money. Well, yeah, I would say Brighton is a good comparison because they don't really challenge the league.
Yeah, we know what they are. They're just selling.
Yeah. I was going to ask you something. For this one, I wanted to do a little bit of who would you rather take and make the argument for it.
Okay.
who is the better Premier League player? Harry Kane or what's his name? Jamie Vardy.
Biases aside,
Yep. Who would you take?
Jamie Vardy.
That's the obvious answer.
Yeah, because Jamie Vardy, he comes in clutch. He won a Premier League. And Harry Kane, he has the numbers.
Yeah.
But I never really did anything with them.
Like the comparison would be Devin Booker before all the players. Well, like I think Devin Booker. I think Harry Kane is the Devin Booker of soccer. He got put up the numbers, but he would never win a championship.
Yeah.
Premier League wise right now.
Yeah. Because Jamie Vardy, even though he came up at 27, he still scored like, how many goals? Like 100?
Then he broke the Henry streak of constantly scoring goals every match. I think it was like 14, 15, 16.
Yeah, and he still produced, even though Leicester City, past couple seasons, they didn't have the best squad, he was still producing numbers and producing things out of magic. And Harry Kane, he mostly shows out against like lower league teams, I want to say. He'll occasionally score some goals against like big clubs, especially Arsenal, but that's about it.
Damn, dude. I already thought you were going to put more of an argument like, oh, maybe Harry Kane, maybe this. But...
No, even like a player profile, I sort of prefer my strikers that have like speed.
Yeah.
And Jamie Vardy has speed and finishing. And I feel like Harry Kane doesn't really have speed. He has good shooting, but I feel like he...
So let's switch positions. What the fuck is this commercial? Let's switch positions. Say you take Harry Kane and put him into Leicester City, which he was at one point. They were both teammates at one point.
Yeah.
In the Premier League team, and you put Jamie Vardy in Tottenham. Who wins the title first?
It's tough. Because you got the Harry Kane curse and then you have the Spurs curse. I feel like Spurs probably won more.
I was going to say, even with that Leicester team that won the Premier League, that had Kante, Mahrez.
Because I feel like Jamie Vardy was such a vital piece for them.
Yep.
People say, like, oh, Kante and everything because he won it with Leicester, then he won it with Chelsea. But I feel like Jamie Vardy provided so much that Harry Kane can't because he provided those dummy runs, those finishes that were just... Because sometimes they just send the long ball and Jamie Vardy would outrun his defender and score those goals.
True.
And Harry Kane doesn't provide it. I feel like Harry Kane doesn't provide the typical goal scorer for like a lower table team. If that makes sense.
Yeah. And I think either way, was it 2015? 2016?
Yeah.
Tottenham was battling for the title that season, I think.
Yeah, they finished second. They lost to Chelsea. I think Chelsea beat them to prevent them from winning the league.
They finished third. But yeah, by points, where the fuck are the points? They had 70, but that was still a lot. So it was Leicester with 81, Arsenal second with 71, Tottenham with 70. Yeah. But I do remember that game with Chelsea Tottenham. I was on my way back from college. But yeah, it's just an interesting point, but fuck. But yeah, I like Jamie Vardy. I wish he made a bigger club move. But I respect his loyalty to Leicester and going down to the second division, and they're gonna be back next season.
If you think about it, the three clubs that moved up have been bad. People were shitting on Leicester City last season for how bad they were. It got worse. And now they proved that because they immediately came right back up.
Yeah.
And that's considering even though they still sold James Madison, Harrison Barnes, not Harrison Barnes, or Harvey Barnes. And
Jamie Vardy had the chance to leave too, but he said no, I'll stay.
Yeah.
And he had offers. He had apparently a bunch of Premier League offers too. But people rather stick with fucking what's it called? Not Dominic Solanke. He's having a good season. Calvin Lewin. That.
But Everton, they would probably have gotten another charge if they got Vardy.
Honestly, yeah. To be honest, they did themselves a favor. But yeah, it's just such a weird paradox. But I'm excited to have Leicester City back next season. I'm surprised they got relegated, even they generated a lot of money.
Yeah,
they already had a lot of debts or something, or I don't know. Interesting, because they even made a. I don't know. I don't know if you remember. They made a Champions League run against Monaco.
Yeah,
That was
I think it happened because what was it? Their owner died.
yeah. Oh right. The
Their
owner did die. He
and
passed
that
away.
and then I think the son took over, and I think he's handling things differently.
Yeah, it was just like it was the son taking over. It was just a bunch of like trying to figure out where they're at because it was such a sudden death.
Yeah, and then remember they also had the thing with the striker that passed away because
Yeah.
the private jet crashed
The
or something.
Argentine.
Yeah, and then I think they had an argument because they were trying to get out of paying the money for the transfer because he didn't officially sign or something, and
Yeah,
then
he
they
had to
were,
go get a physical. There was no signature, but the club I think was Toulouse that still wanted the money for the player.
I believe so or something. I can't remember, and I don't know how it worked out, but they have made money because they've sold players like Fofana to Chelsea,
The
80
biggest,
million.
yeah.
So they've had money. I just don't know how it's being like worked out because it's not going back into the club
hmm
or the squad.
Yeah, but maybe it's a different team next season,
Hopefully,
and I hope they make it in the fucking. They make it interesting at least. Jamie Vardy, dude, I can't wait for his shithousery if he
yeah.
gets the chance, dude. He
He's
has
a,
the best one. I love the celebrations. He was always talking shit, everything. My favorite one was against Tottenham when he starts doing the flying bird.
you got another one?
Yeah, this is my controversial one. Are you taking Drogba or Giroud? All time.
Drogba.
I'm taking Giroud. Give
No.
me the World Cup winner. Give me the
How many goals did he score in that World Cup?
Huh?
How many goals did he score in that World
He
Cup?
provided a bunch of assists though.
Fuck off.
They
That-
they
I
don't
don't need a striker like that.
they don't win the
He
World
won.
Cup without him.
Yes, they do. They have. If they would have taken Karim Benzema, it would have been easier.
Tell me what Drogba's done.
He literally won them a Champions League.
So did
So did who?
Giroud, dude.
So no, he didn't.
He didn't win a Champions League. Swear to God, he did. But
He might have been on the squad when they won it.
either
But
way,
his catalog. Let me get. His catalog of goals is better because they're all there's some worldies that he scored, but Drogba was a big game player.
that's just an excuse of an inconsistent striker, bro. Everyone talks about Drogba's his FA Cup thing, but like everyone talks about his FA Cup goals or whatever. Like I don't give a fuck about the FA Cup. Do something in the league.
He was good in the league too. He probably didn't put up the big numbers, but he was averaging like I think 17 goals a season.
You know, I think FIFA made Drogba famous. I'll say that.
I think Giroud is overrated. People are overrating him because of his catalog of goals, because he's played for some big teams, and because he's good looking.
Bro, I don't think he's good looking, but he played for Arsenal, bro. Like
Fuck Arsenal.
Exactly, but he was probably one of the worst Arsenal sides ever, and he was playing for him,
Okay.
scoring goals, getting him with a consistent top four.
Yeah, but they were feeding him like crazy. He was playing with Ozil.
Exactly, bro.
Ozil is a man.
And you don't
Ozil
think
was a crazy.
you don't
His
think
assist.
you don't think Drogba's team was stacked?
His team was sacked, but he also provided a different set for the team.
Well, either way, it's more of a
And trust
Giroud
me,
played more of a traditional nine.
I like Giroud, especially with that Montpellier side that won the league. I feel like people give him all the credit for winning the title for them, but Bel Honda was also a great player for them as well. Who I feel like people forget it because he like disappeared afterwards because he didn't get his big move.
True. But yeah, exactly. He won a fucking league on. He has the trophy cabinet for being the better player.
Nah.
Hell yeah, dude.
What he played for France, of course he's gonna have a better trophy cabinet.
Well, aside World Cup, I think his trophy cabinet is still better. Let's see, Drogba.
How many Premier Leagues does he have?
Hold up, I'll tell you right now, dude.
Because he won it with Mourinho. Then he's got the Champions League. Giroud probably, I think, when did he join? Like 2017, 2016?
He won the Premier League with Chelsea. Wait, was he in Chelsea?
That's what I'm saying. Can't remember what year he joined.
I'm trying to find fucking.
I think he joined like 2017, 2016.
See, he won Premier League with Chelsea. He won 04, 05, 05, 06, 2009, 10.
Oh, I thought you were going...
well, this is Drogba's. He won 2004 season, 2005, 2009, 2014. He's won 4 FA Cups. We don't count the League's Cup. We don't really care. We need to shit. We don't care. He's won 1 Champions League with Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
He's also won with Galatasaray the Super League and the Cups, too, like 1 each.
Okay.
He hasn't won the African Cup of Nations. AFCON.
Okay, you want to go for Giroud?
Yeah.
He's got the Ligue 1, 2011, 2012. He's got 3 FA Cups. Community Shields, they don't count.
Yeah, I'm not even counting it for Drogba.
Okay, he won 3 FA Cups with Arsenal, and then he got 1 with Chelsea, and then he got the Champions League in 2021, and the Europa League in 18-19, and then Serie A with Milan.
Better trophy cabinet.
How? He doesn't have a Premier League.
Oh, now you consider the Premier League a big season?
Well, no, he won how many Drogba won?
He won 3. He won 4. He won 4 Premier Leagues.
Okay, and then the Champions League.
So
Yeah, but he wasn't the main guy.
But he still won it.
Okay, so
Drogba scored what? 1 goal in the fucking final?
The biggest goal of the final. Biggest goal in Chelsea history.
In general, like, I still consider it a goal, but like, it's like saying fucking Sergio Roberto scored the biggest goal in Barcelona for scoring the remontada.
Okay.
Like, people are putting more weight to that than to a bunch of other things.
Okay, I know.
Like, that's not his whole legacy. His whole legacy is not scoring that big goal.
I know, but I'm saying it's also, it makes it, the trophies, it makes the trophy more important. Because they're saying, like, it's like saying Nacho, he has 5 Champions Leagues. He's one of the greatest center backs of all time. Just because of those titles. No, he wasn't like the main part of he was part of the reason why we won it. But he wasn't the main part. He wasn't starting like every game. You know what I mean? Like, it adds a certain higher value to the title.
Okay. So you don't count the AC Milan winning the Scudetto for the first time in years after going financial hardship and everything?
I would give that more to Rafael's MVP. He was a part, but I wouldn't say he was the main reason they won it, because I felt like there was a combination of the whole team.
What about the World Cup, dude? You don't think he played any single part?
I felt like he played a part, but I felt like they could have won it with any other striker.
I don't think so, dude. The Champs loves him, and I hate the Champs.
I hate the Champs too.
What about
He loves him because he's white.
The Nations League, dude.
He loves him because he's white and Christian.
Oh, shit. Is he actually Christian?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
But I know he's not Muslim.
Oh, my God.
And I know he hates Muslims.
He's had what's it called? League 1 top goal scorer when he won Montpellier.
Yeah, I told you. But Belhanda went off that season too.
He won the Puskás in 2017.
I told you. His catalog is insane. He's scored some worldies, but...
He's won Chelsea goal this season.
Okay.
Nah, but I don't know. In general, I've always thought Giroud. If it came down to the argument on who would I pick as my striker, I'm picking Giroud.
I'm picking Drogba.
There's a reason. Probably win. There's a reason fucking Mbappe loves playing with Giroud.
I'm not gonna go with that.
Why not? He thinks he's cute?
Probably.
Well, like, in general, like, people do love Giroud and they love playing with him.
That's because he's good looking. People get better impression because of that.
Christ, Jesse. I think you're the only one paying attention to his looks.
No, I've heard it from multiple people.
Yeah, like who?
Arsenal fans. Oh, Chelsea fans.
Christ.
And then, also, Drogba is a better person. Giroud cheated on his wife.
Oh, shit, dude.
Morality. I want good characters on my team. I don't want cheaters on my team.
Oh, my God. In general, too, like, Drogba was also screaming that nonsense that Barcelona was robbing him in the Champions.
They did. No, that was facts. They probably would have won the Champions League.
We're in 2024. You could go back and watch the match.
Watch the game. They robbed them.
I did. I watched it.
They robbed them.
I've seen all the referee error mistakes they made. They could have called a bunch of handballs on Chelsea to be a bunch of penalties, a bunch of red cards for Chelsea.
They don't deserve that Champions League. They robbed them.
I just love it. But yeah, I'm picking Giroud. I'll take Giroud.
I'll take Drogba.
And I tell that to Espy all the time. I tell him that Giroud was a more important player than fucking Drogba, and he gets pissed.
Because you're wrong.
Call it wrong. It's an opinion, dude. Yeah. We all have it.
Yeah, but there can be wrong opinions.
No. Cap, dude. Like I said, I always go back to my argument. Who won the World Cup?
And it doesn't matter. They could have picked anyone. Benzema would have... You know how crazy he would have gone off on that team?
Tell him not to fucking record his friend having sex.
Nah, listen.
Tell him not to extort his friend.
That's a different matter. Teammate. That's a different matter.
Exactly. Go back to your morality thing.
Hey, listen. That's a different thing.
I mean, Benzema has a whole fucking list of them.
That's a different thing. That's a different... No, I think that was the only one. Which other one?
15.
That was the same thing.
Oh, it was? Either way, he's not beating that.
The same thing.
He's not beating that thing. But, yeah. It's a good little opinion. That's my hottest take of soccer of all time.
Yeah, no.
But what about you, Jesse? What's your hottest take?
Messi bought that World Cup.
All right, bro.
It's facts. He was a ambassador for the country, and they basically handed it to him with all the referees.
The referees?
The referees gave him that title.
You think
FIFA gave him that World Cup.
Jesse.
To justify everything that happened, they gave him that World Cup, and now there's a media backing of him for the GOAT status.
Jesse, do you really think they're gonna let Argentina go up 2-0, then potentially almost lose it?
Yes.
No, they didn't win their World Cup.
They did. They robbed of the World Cup.
And same thing to the Mexican fans, because I was rooting for Mexico in the World Cup too.
No, you weren't. You're a liar.
I was. I wanted them to beat Argentina so they could go through.
I hate hearing those Argentinian fans.
But those people that are saying that it was rigged, nah, it was not rigged.
It was rigged. It's 100% rigged.
Like same thing with the last minute fucking foul against the Netherlands so they could tie it up and take it into extra times. You think they did that on purpose?
100%.
Messi almost had a heart attack in that game.
He should have.
How pissed he was. That was not a rigged World Cup.
It was 100%.
Hell no, dude.
Look at it. They even moved it to the winner just so he could have a better form.
Yeah, exactly. So that they could have better form, not because it's 120 degrees in the Abu Dhabi.
Then why would they have it?
Huh?
Why did Saudi have it then?
They buy the World Cups.
Okay, why did they have it then? There's no reason. Move the winter, and then also the...
Wouldn't you think it would have been rigged for Mbappe? Because they are a Qatari-owned team?
No. Because he doesn't represent them like Messi does.
He's already won the World Cup. No, he does. Ronaldo has a bigger Saudi fan than fucking Messi.
It was in Saudi. That's different.
Oh, Arabic fan. There you go. Arabic fans.
Messi was an ambassador for them and represented them. And he was receiving money for a long time for them.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Since when, Jesse?
Since like 2018.
2018? That's when they lost against France.
No, being an ambassador or representative. He was getting paid like $20 million a year. Show up in their commercials to visit wherever it was and whatever.
No, that's part of the PSG deal.
No, it was before that. He was still in Barcelona when he was getting that.
No, because the most recent controversy for Messi was when he went to Saudi Arabia when he was still in PSG and hasn't signed his contract.
Nope.
And he still does the Saudi, or the Qatar, fucking sponsorships right now.
I'm telling you.
It was not a World Cup.
They gave it to him.
That's your hot take, but I know that World Cup hurt you.
It's not real. It's a Mickey Mouse. Just like the NBA lockout NBA title. It's a Mickey Mouse. It's a Mickey Mouse title.
No, it's not.
It's a Mickey Mouse title. You can't change my mind.
He won the Ballon d'Or too. I'm just saying, but
that's a Mickey Mouse title as well.
The Mickey Mouse.
They're all Mickey Mouse. Oh. They're not real.
Yeah, 8 of them are Mickey Mouse. But Ronaldo's isn't.
They're all Mickey Mouse.
All of them?
All of them. You won't change my mind.
Not even fucking Lucas? Luka Modric?
That one's Mickey Mouse.
You don't think Ballon d'Or has any...
No.
Like merit?
No.
At all?
No.
Why not?
It's similar to like the Baseball Hall of Fame. Because it's all voted by press.
Well, now it's not World Cup. Now it's champions from the world and like countries.
I don't give a shit.
They took away the power from the press.
I give a shit, Jerry.
It's crazy though.
It's all Mickey Mouse.
That is a crazy hot take, and there's a reason why we have them.
I'm not wrong. I'll fight on
this is your Giroud.
I'll fight on my... This hill you will not move me from... You cannot... I will stay on this hill. I will fight to the death.
This is your Giroud, bro. This is how I feel right now with Giroud.
Yeah.
But let's continue on. Well, what else do we have in the agenda?
Champions League predictions.
Yeah, let's go over them real quick. Tomorrow we'll have the first game of the two, and I believe it's Real Madrid versus
Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich at home, Allianz Arena.
Tell me right now, what's the score, Jesse? Tell me the score.
3-1, Real Madrid.
Sheesh.
I
don't doubt it.
We have a good record against them. Kreimer's injured.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kim and Jay's also injured.
Limer's in.
Who?
Limer.
Who?
Lamer?
Isn't it Kreimer?
No, it's Lamer.
Their CDM that played last time. I'm pretty sure he's injured.
No, he's back. He trained today. They didn't play him this weekend or Musiala. They rested a bunch of players. But I think he'll at least be in the bench, Jesse.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's doubtful.
It doesn't matter.
Tab, you got 3-1, Real Madrid?
3-1 Real Madrid.
You haven't been wrong so far. Your predictions have been so far so good in the Champions League.
I only got one wrong.
Yeah. Dortmund. Atletico.
And I'm not upset about that. I'm actually happy. Atletico out. Good for me. Happiness.
Yeah, they got your number, right?
Yeah.
Well,
they do.
In regular competition, not in Champions League. You guys beat them twice in finals.
No, they beat us in Cup too.
Well, in Champions League.
In Champions League. Well, yeah. But still, this season we've struggled against them. But it's good. It's good they're out. Yeah, because I see their wing backs, and I don't feel scared of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like Kimmich will stop Vinny or Rodrigo.
Yeah.
I think the Light's injured, so I'm not sure he's playing.
They're going to probably play like a weird pairing of center backs.
I think it might be Umecampo or Dyer.
Kim Min-jae is playing.
He might play left back though.
Dyer's playing.
He might play left back because he did play him left back.
Yeah.
And him handling that speed and pace outside, good luck with that.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid of Harry Kane. He'll just be in Rudiger's back pocket like always. Militao might play. He might get some minutes. Mm-hmm. But I feel like they'll probably start Tchouaméni.
And what's it called? Carvajal is doubtful, right?
Yeah, he's doubtful.
He's suspended. He's suspended.
Well, he's suspended for the first leg, but I think
he was still doubtful in general.
Yeah. After Vasquez's display, I'm not too worried. And plus, I feel
that's Joel Cancelo, bro. He gave you guys false confidence. He played like shit today too.
No, but I think Musiala is probably gonna be playing on that side.
Yep.
So he's not really there known for his pace, so I feel like I'm not too worried about that.
Yep.
And then the only thing that does worry me is still the suspensions possibilities with Vinny, Camavinga, and I think Jude. They get a yellow, they miss the next leg. But if they get a yellow in the second leg, they miss the final.
What do you mean? You guys will just appeal it and get rid of everything?
Okay.
Like you guys usually do.
Okay, here it comes.
But no, I do have. Dude, just because it's in the Alliance Arena, I think it might be a tie.
No, I think because we have a record of beating them in the Alliance Arena. We don't get scared of atmosphere. Atmosphere doesn't exist for us.
Well, there's a lot of controversial things that happen, but you guys do have that record against them. That's why I say I think it'll be a tie. Probably be like a 2-2.
And then coming back to Santiago Bernabéu?
Yeah, I think that's when probably Bayern Munich folds. But I do like Real Madrid always has this thing of fucking scoring early on, so I think they're gonna score within the first 15 minutes. Yeah. So if you're a betting man, look out for that shit. Look out for that prop because it's a really good one.
I'm telling you, Jude probably scores 2 goals. Best player in the world. Cap?
Yeah.
Who's better?
Phil Foden.
Again, morality. He cheated on his wife.
But he's still with her. He's still with her, dude.
That's not a good thing.
You can't talk about morality. Look at fucking Tyreek Hill, bro. He has.
Okay, well, I don't support Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, you do, bro. What's
I'm a Bears player.
But
no, Foden. No, I don't think so. Look at that. Look at what's happened in recent weeks. He's taking a backseat to Kevin De Bruyne.
Well, he didn't play this weekend.
Exactly.
Because they had a rest.
He's taking a break. Kevin De Bruyne's turn. He's gonna be in charge for the rest of the half or rest of the season.
Who are the top? Well, you don't like the Ballon d'Or, but no.
I think everyone said it so far. It's between Mbappe and Jude so far.
And Phil Foden, you gotta throw him up there.
I don't think so. I don't think people will.
Yeah, I think Leroy Sané is gonna give issues
To Mendy?
to Mendy. But the thing Mendy does have is he has the speed.
He
so
does
he
have
has
the
that
speed.
recovery speed.
I feel like Mendy is better defensively than he is forward, so I feel like he'll be fine. And then
Vasquez, I think he'll probably have another issue. It's Musiala. He got that false confidence from Joao Felix having a great game. It's gonna be an interesting thing.
no, Vasquez has ice in his veins, so he's got it.
We'll see. We'll see. Um,
And then we still have
do you think fatigue takes a part in this game for Real Madrid?
no. We rested our almost our entire 11 this past weekend.
Doping? They part of the Russian team?
No, we're just built different, Jerry.
Yeah.
No, we rested our 11.
They don't have asthma?
This past
like
weekend.
Liverpool players?
No.
You sure? That's an insane thing, by the way. We should talk about it one day. Yeah, it's a weak Bayern
Wait,
side.
what do you mean Liverpool? That was Serie A.
No, Liverpool also they have like I think 80% of their squad. I don't know if the numbers are right, but there's a certain percentage of their squad that have been diagnosed with asthma.
Oh,
So
really?
they get this pretty much asthma medication that enhances their breathing.
Oh, breathing? Oh, I didn't.
So
hear
that's
about
why they
this one.
handle so much of the press.
Oh, I didn't
Like,
hear about this.
you know the Jurgen Klopp press, like they
Yeah.
never get injured, they never get winded. Andy Robertson is a huge fucking example. Mo Salah,
Makes sense.
Trent.
I always knew it.
So
It's always English teams.
yeah, look into it if you want to. It's kind of.
But
a
I mean,
thing.
like they always complain because I remember what was it, Gary Neville and Carragher. They always complain about Serie A players doing similar things.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Especially in like the early 2000s, like you never know. Regulations were kind of loose.
Yeah.
It was kind of like the roids of fucking baseball. But yeah, it's a weak Bayern side. I'm gonna go with the tie. I think Real Madrid probably kills it off in the second leg.
Yeah. The only thing that worries me is Tuchel.
Yep, Tuchel is a Champions League player or manager.
And plus, you've given him like a week and a half of just studying Real Madrid film to counteract everything.
And this is the main title they're playing for. If they don't,
If they, because they're saying that he might get the Man U job, depending if they hire Ten Hag, because he's gonna be available. So they might say that he might go back.
now what do you got for PSG and Dortmund? They're playing in the Yellow Wall. Signal Iduna Park.
2-1 Dortmund. 2-1 Dortmund.
I got 3-1 Dortmund. That Yellow Wall is gonna be something else.
I believe in the yellow wall.
Me too. I was doubtful when they faced Atletico Madrid, but nah, I believe they're gonna put that pressure. PSG doesn't really have a great defense.
They don't have a great defense. They also, I feel like their midfielders.
Missing on a defensive midfielder like we talked about in the previous Champions League episode.
Yeah, I feel like it's not reliable. And then also, Donnarumma doesn't give that safety for me. He feels shaky to me.
Yeah, after the Barcelona game, yeah, he's expect a lot of crosses to come in and not get cut off by Donnarumma.
Or even just long passes.
Long shots, long passes, everything.
Long passes. He's not gonna come out.
So there's been some coaching developments that came out. Xavi is staying at Barca. I'm pretty sure you're happy.
Yeah, dude. Thank God, dude.
Me too, dude, because he's gonna fucking destroy you guys next season.
Yeah, right.
We'll see. Hey, bro, he won Barcelona a league title when we had
2 years
no
ago.
one
2 years ago.
last year.
It was like 2 years ago.
That was last season.
Well, yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Hey, well, exactly last season.
It was like 2 years ago.
It's 22-23 season.
2 years ago.
We're in the 23-24.
It's 24, and what was the beginning one? 22. 2 years.
22.
22, 23 season.
But what are we on right now? 23-24.
And but what year are we? 24. That one started 22.
So it's like
it's
saying-
2 year difference.
We just go off of seasons, Jesse, for the previous season. So we beat you with a really weak side, and you guys had to get Mbappe to... Not Mbappe. You guys are trying to get Mbappe to defeat us next season. You guys had to spend money on Jude. And it was a well-paid off transfers because he's your top goal scorer. But yeah, he announced that he's staying. It's a bit hypocritical of what Laporta said when he first became president, saying there'll be consequences if we don't win.
Yeah, that's a lie.
But it's a fucking. I always had a problem with that when he said that, because don't you want a coach to stay long term? You don't really want to give him like the pressure of like you don't win the season, you're out.
It's not true, but it's okay. I feel like he just. I don't know. I feel like Laporta's kind of scared to make any big decisions.
Yeah, and it was confirmed that what's his name, Not Brendan Rodgers. I'm always gonna say Brendan Rodgers. He looks like him. What the fuck is his name? The previous Bayern coach. Like I'm blanking out right now.
Hansi Flick.
Yeah, he was confirmed pretty much. He was gonna
Take over.
Join Barca. That was the number one candidate.
But I feel like Barca are happy that Xavi's staying because he knows the situation. I feel like a coach going to Barca right now is gonna be overwhelmed because it's not a good situation to be in because he's basically not getting any recruitments this summer.
Yeah, you'll probably get one or two.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be the big ones that you want.
But honestly, we just need one defensive midfielder. That's the main thing we have to fill in.
Because, well, this summer you guys are going to sell off, I think, De Jong, and then who knows, maybe somebody else.
Yeah. Maybe. Probably one of the center backs because we did get a couple of them for free, so. Yeah, to expect, like, I think De Jong is the main candidate of the league.
And then you guys are going to decide if you guys are going to keep Joao Felix and Joao Cancelo.
I think it's already been announced. Even a Barcelona insider said that Atletico is trying to push for a sale to Barca for Joao Felix. But Barca said we don't have the money. It's either a loan or we don't get him. Simple as that.
You guys should buy Joao Cancelo.
No, bro. After the past 2 weeks, no, bro. I don't want Joao Cancelo. But yeah, it's interesting. Also, what I got announced is we kind of touched base about it. You mentioned it. Thiago Motta signed for Juve.
That's a good coaching hire. That's a really good coaching hire. Juventus, I feel like they're on the rise.
You don't feel bad for Bologna? They're playing Champions League football next season.
I do feel bad, but I feel like it was always going to be hard to keep him.
Yeah.
Because I felt like Juventus did good by hiring him this early.
Yeah.
Because I feel like other teams were going to be circling around him this summer. Offers. Yeah, because I feel like Milan are looking for a coach.
Milan coach, they announced a coach. I was about to mention it. Conte.
No, I know, but before.
Oh, okay.
They were going to be searching, and then luckily they got him early.
Yeah.
Because I felt like he was a hot coach on the rise, and I felt like, they signed him. I felt like he's a really good coaching hire that is underrated because I feel like media and like other people didn't give him the credit that he's deserved because he's done a really great job. I feel like he's I would have rated him like the second young coach on the rise behind Xabi Alonso. And
Xavi. And, Xavi is a great coach. Yeah, it's interesting to see. Like I said, Conte is joining AC Milan now since Thiago Motta is going. But I wonder who's going to join Bologna, dude. Who's going to save him for Champions League?
Maybe Rafa Marquez.
No, I doubt it. Well, maybe he has ties in Serie A. He's played with Hellas Verona.
Yeah.
It'll be an interesting move because it's like a similar playing style that Thiago Motta already instilled. So it'll probably be a good fit. That's a good shout. And yeah, like after like the whole Xabi thing, he's not being looked at as a coach for Barcelona anytime. So it'll probably be a good move.
And probably it's better for him to get like first team experience, not just like
build that resume.
Yeah.
Especially since Xabi hasn't extended, so next season is his last season. After that, he becomes a free agent if he doesn't resign. So, probably gives him more merit of being like, hey, I did something with Bologna. We played Champions League. We got this far.
Makes a run, yeah. And does decent in the Serie A too.
Yeah. So if Rafa Marquez gets offers from Bologna, do it. By all means, do it. Because I don't really think a lot of coaches are gonna want to go there. Well, depending. I know fucking Mourinho's probably itching to go there because, to be honest, he'll go anywhere at this point.
Well, there's that, and then also I feel like a lot of teams are gonna be available this summer because a lot of, like we said before, there's gonna be a lot of coaching or like head coaches or spots open, and a lot of head coaches are gonna be moving, so there's gonna be a lot of reshuffling.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's gonna be a lot of times for young coaches to take up spots.
Yeah.
That are like in pretty good positions because teams or coaches are gonna be moving up, so to say.
And then going to the next coach, the Feyenoord coach pretty much got announced already. He's joining Liverpool next season.
Is it Feyenoord? I thought it was PSV.
It's Feyenoord. I think it's Feyenoord, right? He's bald.
I don't know.
I swear to God. Let me look up his name while we're at it.
It's like Bo is
Liverpool. God, I should have wrote this down.
Salah. If I speak, there's fire.
Yeah, Liverpool and Feyenoord have signed all documents for Arne Slot's imminent move to Liverpool as new head coach. So Arne Slot.
Funny.
Do you think it's a funny move?
It is.
Why?
Because Liverpool fans were making fun of Man U fans for a Dutch coach, a bald coach.
No, they got one.
Now they got one.
There was a meme coming out that's saying that, oh, look, it's Jordi Alba and Messi at the fucking Miami Heat game.
Those frauds.
There was a meme saying that Premier League coaches right now just shaving their head for next season. But yeah, it's a good move. Liverpool right now, they're in a free for all.
I don't know.
I like Feyenoord's coach. They made a Champions League run. They won their. I think they're winning back to back Dutch titles.
I think it's a surprising move. I feel like I would have gone for different coaches out there.
Who do you think was a better fit?
I feel like Thiago Motta they should have gone for.
Yeah.
Or the Sporting one. I can't remember his name.
Oh, PSV's winning this season.
Yeah, that's what I thought. PSV.
Interesting. I don't mind the Arne Slot move. He might even take what's our boy, dude? Santiago Jimenez.
Santi Jimenez. They do need a striker.
They do need a striker.
But they also need a lot more other stuff. Because I look at the Liverpool squad and I feel like it needs a major renovation.
Well, I think they're going to get paid by the move of Mo Salah. Because I don't think he's staying. Maybe even fucking... No, I think... I was going to say Virgil van Dijk leaves, but I think he's going to stay. Especially since they have a Dutch coach now.
I look at the squad and I think it needs major reconstruction, because it's aging and I feel like the playing style's all over the place.
Sell a fullback, dude.
Who?
So the English one, dude, the one you'll get most money for. You'll probably get 80 mil for.
Who did it gonna sell him to?
Any Chelsea, bro.
Man City.
Chelsea.
Man City.
Man City's another one. They have Kyle Walker. They haven't trusted another right back.
But he's not gonna play right back. They're gonna move him
center mid.
spot. Yeah.
But yeah, they have a lot of things to pivot off of and make a lot of money, because pretty sure Saudi still wants to pay Salah.
But I think it's confirmed that Salah's staying another season. Because I look at them, they need a striker, they need a CDM because they didn't fix that, and I feel like they do need one. And then I feel like they need right back, left back, and I think they need a center back.
Yeah,
because Van Dijk's getting old, and I feel like he's going down. I feel like Konate was their best center back this past season, and I don't think they have a backup for them.
Yeah, Konate's kind of been in and out of the squad. He's kind of been like Matip when he first transferred there, where he's just in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a bunch of shoveling moves going on. Then we still have Manchester United, which the coaching job is still in there. They haven't announced Ten Hag leaving. They haven't announced him staying either.
I would be surprised if they stick with him.
Yeah, I'll be very surprised. Like, bruh.
I think they need a new coach, but
And I was a big Ten Hag fan. I thought he was gonna do wonders in that club, but I think he's just caught up in the middle of like, is the club selling? Is the club not selling?
The thing is with me, I don't understand him at all. I don't know what he does. I don't know what his playing style is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he wants to do with the team. Like, he had Van der Beek. He was a crucial side on his Ajax side when they made that run.
Yeah.
He didn't give him a chance at all.
Yeah, that was the most surprising thing. I thought he was going to be back.
I thought he was going to bring him back and bring him in the squad, because I feel like the squad would need him, and because he plays with two pivots.
Yeah.
He didn't give him a chance.
Then even the transfers he's made, I feel like he was never really in charge of the transfers, because who did he actually get? He got Malacia.
Anthony
was one of them, and he didn't pan out.
They got him for 100 mil.
The fidget spinner. Who else? Højlund. Would you consider him as a Ten Hag transfer or more of a club?
I don't know. I feel like he was a hot prospect that came out, and they got him, but they didn't need a striker. I look at the team, and I just don't see it. They got Mason Mount, and he's had injuries, but he hasn't worked out.
It's just a lot of like.
It's a lot of.
It's a lot of players that were bought from different coaches. I'll say that.
It's
because the Casemiro transfer was not his. I'll tell you that right now. He was never going to play with the defensive midfielder with the characteristics of Casemiro.
What about Martinez?
Which one?
Center back.
He can't get healthy, dude.
Mm.
He gave up his fucking ACLs for the World Cup.
Onana,
granted, he did have his mistakes, but the second half of the season, he's been doing better.
He still does mistakes.
He still does mistakes, but it's the mistakes they're used to, dude. They had the hair at one point.
I feel like De Gea was a better goalie than Onana.
I'll give you that.
I feel like people hate on him just to hate on him.
Yep.
He was an easy scapegoat, and he saved Man U from a couple things.
And still a free agent, by the way, if anyone wants to pick him up.
Yeah, I feel like people like made such a big deal that he's like, oh, he can't play with his feet. I'm like,
he was like one of the few goalkeepers that could back then.
Yeah, I feel like people fucking made such a big deal of him. It's like, oh, he's a dinosaur now. He doesn't make sense. Like,
he's so young. He's like 33 or 34.
Yeah, they basically media ruined him, and all the Twitter experts ruined, like, just shat on him. Because you look at the guys now, and they're not better than him. David Raya is not better than him.
No, David Raya is not better than De Gea.
Ramsdale is not better than him, and yet they're still fucking here with the job, and they're probably going to be starting next season.
The Chelsea goalkeeper is still there, too, and he's not better than De Gea.
Yeah, both of them. Petrovic, what's Roberto Sanchez? No.
A lot of goalkeepers that have jobs right now that shouldn't. Same thing. I'm surprised he didn't even sign for City. Like, City could have used him as a backup goalie.
Well, they say Ortega is like the best backup. They really like him for some reason. I think he's alright, but I don't see it.
But like to have a player of De Gea's caliber in your bench.
Well, I feel like
especially with Ederson's injuries this season.
Well, I feel like a bunch of teams could have just used De Gea in general, because he's just. But no one like Sevilla after sold Bono to Saudi, they could have probably gotten. Mm-hmm. But no, I don't know.
It's interesting. But who do you think is a good fit for Man U? I'll probably be our last topic.
Man U. I don't know.
Don't say any coaches like Thiago Motta that already have a job.
I feel like it depends on the new ownership. Because if they want to make a statement, they'll probably go for a big name.
Yeah.
But I feel like they probably should go, because I want to say they should go for a young guy and like give him the chance to like step up, like, because I was thinking about the Sporting coach.
Yeah.
But I feel like Man U fans aren't have the most patience. They turn on their coaches quickly. I feel like they're probably going to go for Tuchel or something.
There's a lot of shouts of Mourinho coming back to Man U, which I think will be a mistake.
I feel like that would never work out because the fans never liked him.
Yeah.
They never accepted him, and they got him kicked out. Well, they didn't get him kicked out, but even his because he was there. I think he got him second place. He got him a FA Cup. He got him everything, and they still treat him like shit. And then remember, it was like the infamous press. He's like, "There's a lot of shit going on that you guys don't understand."
Yeah.
And he was right. But I feel like it's a different time now, where he's still the tactics and everything. So I don't think it would work out because I feel like especially Man U's relying a lot on young players with Kobe Mino and things like that.
Looks like a really great player, by the way.
Yeah, but he's overrated.
Would you want the? Well, he's English, bro. You gotta.
He's English, so you always got to deduct like 20%.
Would you think like a Brentford coach, or do you think a Premier League coach right now?
De Zerbi, maybe.
Even though how he's been playing with Brighton?
He's just a name now. People rate him high because of the name. Because I don't think he's on the level. Because like we said, I think the system is is provide him safety. And remember, people talk about De Zerbi in the same light as Xabi Alonso and all these other coaches.
Yeah.
So I think people will still probably take him.
Hansi Flick?
No. I don't think so.
I think he'll get kicked out of Man U by the management.
Yeah, management. I don't think so because he had trouble with the Bayern management, so I don't think he'll handle Man U management.
Yeah,
it's a shit show.
Plus, Man U. I think I'll take them a couple. Like, if I were to give a prediction, they'll be good in like 7 years.
But that's the thing. We've been saying, it just takes a good coach, a good like director of football, probably 5 years. But we've been saying 5 years for like 5 years already now.
Yeah, we've been saying that forever. But yeah, like think about it. Like there's a bunch of players you don't need in your squad. Like Marcus Rashford should not be getting paid that much.
I feel like it's because they have players that are talented, but they just keep the team at a certain level and never anything higher.
Yeah.
But they give the numbers and the like Bruno Fernandes. I don't think he's ever gonna like take him higher, but he provides that stability and the goals and like the moments, and people are like,
fan favorite. He punches. Yeah. He puts his fist in the air when he scores.
No, like he just drives it and people buy it. So I think that's a problem because even if they sold him, there'll be so much backlash from the fans that they'll never.
Yeah. And even then, like, if say they go on a fucking selling spree, they sell Bruno for like 100 mil. They sell Rashford for 70 mil. Like, clubs are gonna take note of that, and if you want to buy a player from you, they'll be like, no, you're gonna have to pay X amount.
But people have always overpriced or like have Manu overpaid because look at how we did with Casemiro, Anthony, Hoyland because they paid like 60 mil.
Harry
Maguire.
But yeah, like I said, there's still just like the squad has a huge imbalance right now. It's like almost. I think they're gonna. It's surprising that they're getting like top 7. I'll say, because I think right now they're in 8th.
I think they're 6th. I think they're behind the Spurs.
They're mathematically out of the Champions League now, like they can't qualify. But yeah, it's just a big imbalance. You have to do so much cleaning up before you could that team could actually be good. Like maybe they'll compete for top 4 next year, but are they gonna win the league? No,
never. But you also want to talk about Chelsea? You know, Yair and his.
Oh, bro. Why are we gonna talk about mid-club team?
Cole Palmer FC. That's why they lost because they didn't have Cole Palmer to Arsenal.
The Cole Palmer is not saving them, dude.
Cole Palmer probably made it more respectable. 3-2.
5-2. But yeah, Chelsea's. I think they're in the same situation.
You think they keep Poch? Or they fire?
They fire him.
Who do they get though?
No one who wants to train. They're in the same boat as Man U. Like, who wants to train?
Bring back Tuchel?
Probably the only solution, but like at this point, I think Tuchel's staying at Man U. I'm not Man U. At Bayern Munich.
No, he's already confirmed leaving.
Fans are petitioning to sign him back.
No, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Chelsea, but I feel like Man U's probably in a better situation because they have new ownership. Chelsea's fucked with their ownership because Todd Bowley is director of football and he doesn't know anything about football.
Yeah, and get ready for more fucking financial fair play charges.
I know, fucking.
With selling a hotel and putting it as club revenue. Like, that's bound to bite them in the ass.
And then, I don't know, their whole squad, they bought them for so much and now they're going to sell them for peanuts.
You know what I'm going to compare this to? I think the Chelsea owner is eventually going to sell or do what Monaco did. Remember when they had a takeover?
Yeah.
And they bought a bunch of players, James.
They sold them, and then they sold a bunch of young. No, they fucked off when they sold Mbappe to PSG for 180.
Yeah, they spent so much money on the squad, had a really good Champions League run to the quarterfinals, and then they're like, you know what, fuck this, and they got out and stopped spending money.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's gonna happen to Chelsea. I think it's gonna be more dark days for Chelsea.
You know what's crazy? How Russia invading Ukraine ruined Chelsea.
Oh my God, Jesse.
It's true. They were happy before it happened.
Yeah,
Roman Abramovich.
He was forced to sell, right?
Yeah, he was forced to sell.
Even though they were kind of heading towards that path.
Really? They had just won the Champions League.
But at the end, Tuchel still left. Oh, next season he left.
He left with Todd Bowley. Todd Bowley fired him.
Oh, right. That was that. I forgot the whole thing happened at the same time. Yep, they kind of did. And blame Putin.
Blame Putin?
It's not us, Putin. It's Chelsea fans.
It's Chelsea fans. I'm innocent, man. I think
yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I don't even know what Poch does. I think you keep him.
I guess.
Like, what do you do?
I think they keep him probably for stability, but people aren't going to be happy.
They're not going to be happy, but like, yeah, in reality, are you going to switch coach and be back in the same position? Because if you switch coach right now, are they getting better back next season? Probably not. They'll probably go up 1 or 2 positions. If you stick with Poch, they probably know the system. They know the training. He has his players. He knows what to do next season. He can sell off a couple of players. They'll be probably in a better situation.
Yeah.
Probably fighting for a Europa League spot or a Conference League spot.
Yeah, Conference League.
But I mean, that's what you got, dude. There's nothing much.
Yeah, maybe they'll sign Edson Alvarez.
Maybe. I hope not. Because fucking hell. Yeah. He'll probably help out the squad, to be honest.
I think Man U and Chelsea probably both need to see him, and he's a good.
Yep, he's a good shout, but
also Spurs.
It's just it's a tough team to go to. Like, if I'm a player and I'm eyed by both those teams, I'd rather go to Tottenham.
Yeah.
Like, they know what they're doing. Their coach knows it has an exact plan, and I think even inside it himself, his main goal is top 4. He's not being delusional and trying to win the league instantly.
Well, people were like, switched up because like in the beginning, everyone was talking shit about this pat before the season started. How horrible situation Spurs were. Harry Kane just left. Everyone didn't expect him to get like in the top 4, top 6. Everyone was like, they're probably gonna be out of Europe, and Ange came in and transformed the team, gave him a new identity, and did all this and got him a. Well, they're fighting for top 4
with no striker.
Yeah, no striker. And if you look at it, he's really changed the squad, and it's. I don't know why people are like saying, "Oh, he did a shit job." Like,
no, he did good.
Yeah, and if you look at it, the squad's not very deep. So
it's not.
He got unlucky mid-season where a bunch of his players were out.
Yep. But yeah, he did a great job. I think even next season he could probably even strive for more. Might try to get top 2, maybe compete even more.
Yeah, maybe.
But he had a great home record. I'll say that.
Yeah. Hopefully they win. So Arsenal fans suffer more.
Please, dude. I'd like Tottenham to win a trophy now, just so they could rub it in Arsenal fans' face.
Me too. Honestly, I'm calling it here now. I'm putting a $100 bet for Spurs to win the title in the summer.
For real? I'll put them to win the FA Cup, dude. I'm not sure about the title.
Premier League title. I feel it. I can feel it. My hatred. It's gonna push them to a Premier League title next season.
All right, that's all I got. Do you have anything else?
No, I think that should be good.
We went prediction already with
Yeah, Madrid. You said for tomorrow. You said 2-1 or 2-2. No? You said 2-2. I said 3-1, and then you said 3-1 for Dortmund versus PSG, and I said 2-1.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it.
Thank you guys for watching. This is episode 5. Peace.